Hey, welcome back. So I want to do a couple things out of the homework in section 7.3. In fact, let me just say this in general. Um, the only good thing about where we are in class, I actually got us a little ahead. We actually talked about chapter 7, and it was supposed to be finished this week. We obviously haven't worked with it much, but we've talked all the way through 7.3. So we're actually ahead a little bit. Um, Hopefully, everybody watched the other video that I posted as general information about. I don't really know a lot yet about exactly what I'm going to do. So just watch for that in your email and Canvas. As soon as I figure out how to do assessments, quizzes, exams, I'm going to try to rewrite the syllabus. I'm probably going to do more quizzes and fewer tests. It just makes it easier, I think, in this format. I still have to figure out how it's going to work. Anyway, all that aside, um, I want to look at a couple of homework problems from section 7.3 because it gets a little bit weird. For example, 89 in section 7.3, 89. It says salaries for teachers are normally distributed with a mean of 44,000. And where'd you go? Standard deviation 6,500. We know it's normal. That's key right there. We know it's normally distributed. Find the 90th percentile. So we randomly select 10 teachers. That's huge. So they select 10 teachers. Find the 90th percentile for an individual teacher's salary, and then find the 90th percentile for the average of 10 teacher salaries. So part A is find 90th percentile for individual, which means that this is valid for part A. This, remember, is the standard deviation for individuals. Part B, I'm going to need to include this information. I need to know what the spread is for a group of size 10. All right? So I just want to focus. So that's the part that 7.3 added in. The idea of 90th percentile is old. I know it's a normal curve. If I want to find the 90th percentile, I know that means that there should be 90% below it, which is why I put it way the hell up here. So there's only 10% in the little tail. I need to figure out what the z-score is, so then I can figure out what the salary is, right? So looking up 0.90, I look up 0.90 in the body of the chart. Sorry, I cause little earthquakes as I move around. I know it's a positive z-score. So if I look up 0.90, the closest I can get to 0.90, man, I really can't see. There, that's pretty damn close to 0.90, 0.8997. I have no idea if that's, it looks like it's focusing okay. So I can see 0.8997, 1.28. Now this is kind of neat. That's going to end up being the same z-score for both, because this is still normal, even though I've only got 10 people. It's not greater than 30. I knew it was normal to start with, right? If I could do part A with one person, I could do part B with 10. If they did not say normally distributed, I need this to be greater than 30 so that the means of all groups of 30 will be normal. I need normal, or I can't use magic sheet of answers. Okay. So this is 1.28. That's my z-score. If I want to make it back into a salary, I know I've got this formula right there. Bam. Right? So then I can plug in my 44,000. And then I got my 1.28. And then I can put in my standard deviation, 6,500. All right. Blah, blah, blah. This one is going to be exactly the same as this one, except instead of 6,500, you're going to use whatever this comes out to be. You're going to use that value there. Because on that one, I'm talking about a distribution of averages. And the spread of averages is given by this, right? For sample of size n, in this case 10. Okay, I like it. I'm not going to do the whole problem for you. Hopefully that's enough. I mean, it's almost done, right? So hopefully you can do that from here on. So let's look at another one. So you can pause it. All right. Let's see. I probably should have had one picked out. Too bad. I can pause it. Unpause. All right. So here's kind of a funky problem. Number 91 and 7.3. I just want to explain some of the ideas behind this problem. You get all of the name of this company. Never Ready Batteries has engineered a supposedly longer lasting AAA battery. Company claims this battery has an average lifespan of 17 hours with a standard deviation of 0.8. Your stats class questions this claim. We select 30 batteries and find a sample mean lifespan of 16.7. If the process is working properly, okay, so they word this so strange. Their claim was the mean is 17. We're testing their claim. So they claim that it lasts for 17 hours. And we're like, that's bullshit. We take a sample and we find 16.7. Now, that is less than 17, but isn't there a chance, even if their claim is right, that the average lifespan is 17, we could, of course, get a sample that's not 17. We could get a sample that just happened to last a little longer and a sample that just happens to last a little shorter. The real question of this is what we see very far away from what they claim? So if they say it's 17 and we take a sample and our sample is just so far away from 17, that is evidence that they are lying or that something is wrong. So let me see what else they tell us. Oh yeah, so from the beginning we knew that sigma is 0.8. What else we got here? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the real question is, what's the probability that we would get something way down here? If that is correct, what's the probability that we get a sample less than 16.7? So you can see we took a sample. We're asking a probability question about the sample mean. What do those two things tell me I've got to do? I cannot use this. This works for individual batteries. I need the spread for groups of size n, in this case, groups of size 30. Let me see. I don't know why they said exactly 30. That's kind of silly. But I guess we're assuming that's good enough. So yeah, so it's normally distributed. All right, so this becomes, once you do this, then you can change this into a z-score using the new standard deviation you found. And once you get a z-score, you can look it up. If this probability is less than 5%, that shows me that was unusual. I don't think they make it any more specific. Yeah. So that's what you're trying to do. Is it really weird to get the results we got out here if their claim is right? So if it's really weird for what we did, then more likely their claim is wrong. So this is really what that question boils down to. I know the way they worded it came out weird. I like this problem because it's getting us ready for chapter 10, which is where we'll officially be testing claims. We'll finally see the statistics behind testing somebody's claim about a new drug or about a new whatever. If Jeff was creative at the moment, it would be amazing what I just said, but too bad. Okay, I think that's the only ones I wanted to do. I want this to be a short little thing because you've got to let me know over email or through Canvas. You've got to let me know if you're having any specific troubles with homework questions. And if I get enough of the same one, I can put a video up about it. I'm not going to put Now our next test is supposed to be April 2nd, if I remember correctly, or what, depending on which day you're in. I don't know. The second class after spring break, right? So Wednesday or Thursday, depending on which class you're in. I'm going to put this video for both of my stats classes. I do not yet know exactly how I'm going to do this. It won't be a test. I think the final is going to be the only thing that's a real test size thing. I think we're going to break the tests up into chunks, make them kind of like little mini tests, quizzes, So I still need to figure out how that's going to work. So what people are telling all the faculty, what I'm trying to tell you guys, I know you're having trouble adjusting to this. I am obviously having trouble adjusting to this. But just be patient. I've got to figure out how to do this. The nice thing is spring break is coming, so it's some time to really test some things out. I'll let you know as soon as I do. Right. In the meantime, just stay in touch. Let me know if you have some trouble with the homework. Yeah, we were supposed to have a quiz on chapter 5 and 6. So relatively soon, I'm going to put something up probably the week after spring break. Let's do this. I'm going to have some kind of a graded assignment that I got to figure out how to have you guys turn it in. Maybe each one of you can do whatever works for you. If you have a scanner, amazing. If you don't, there's actually scanning apps that you can download onto your phone, and you can point it on a paper and scans it as a PDF. That would be good. It's going to be so exciting for me to print out all these things and grade them, but oh well, I'll get over it. Somehow we're going to make this work. So just, be patient, keep in touch and stay informed, keep watching the videos, and just keep going. And hopefully this will all be over soon. Hopefully. All right.